are you going to yell? And for thy home team, who makes it possible for me to come to the theater. And for Annie, I hope that she will grow up to one day see a world community where cruelty and abuse doesn't exist anymore. Thank you very much. No, just real quick. I forgot to thank my family in Montana and Wyoming. I love you guys. An actor who started his career in the New York theater and who today is a great kisser. My fatal attraction, Michael Douglas.
Thank you. I'm honored to present the award for this year's Best Play. It's important to remember that plays are the heart and history of the theater, that many of our most famous musicals came from plays. My Fair Lady, Carousel, West Side Story, Hello, Dolly, The Most Happy Fella in Oklahoma, just to name a few. A play reaches us through its story, its characters, and its emotional involvement. A single scene presented out of context cannot possibly convey the brilliance of a play. Therefore, we urge you to come, see the plays, and enjoy them for yourselves. Here are this year's nominees for Best Play. Dancing at Lunasa. Four Baboons Adoring the Sun. Two Shakespearean Actors. Two Trains Running. And the American Theater Wing's Tony Award goes to Dancing at Lunasa.
Author Brian Friel, producers Joel Pearson, Bill Kirkwood, Joseph Harris.
About a week ago, or maybe 5 days ago, I was wandering around Stephen's Green in Dublin because somebody says you better have something ready to say, and Americans, they always expect the Irish to have the gift of the gab. Well, I couldn't get anything to say, so I came to New York on Thursday, and I was wandering around 2nd Avenue, and lo and behold, I got something to say. But before I say it, I just want to thank a few people. I want to thank Brian Friel, our great playwright, who cannot be here tonight because, you know, the song says it's a long way to Tipperary, but believe you me, it's longer to Donegal. And like a good wine, he doesn't travel too well, you know. My dear friend Joe Harris, who's a co-producer and who encouraged me to cross the pond with this play. My friend Bill Kenwright from London, Patrick Mason, our director, Joe Van Eck, our designer, Terry John Bates, the choreographer, and Trevor Dawson, the lighting guide. All the wonderful cast that journeyed with this play from the theatre in Dublin 2 years ago to the National in London, to the West End, and to here. Brian has been served by brilliant actors and brilliant actresses, which includes the present cast on Broadway. So, to come back to the few words of the gift of the Irish, it's a wee short poem by William Butler Yeats, who founded the Abbey Theatre nearly 100 years ago. And I think it symbolizes how we, as visitors to your city, feel about dreaming. Had I the heavens embroidered cloths and wrought with golden and silver light, the blue and the dim and the dark cloths of night and light and half-light, I would spread the cloths under your feet, but I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. Thank you for treading. Thank you for treading softly on all our dreams and helping most of them to be realized. Ihawa, agus, goramila, mila, mila, hamahagov, 1,000 thank yous. Good night.
To present the last award, it is my pleasure, as one of 4 proud sons, to introduce our favorite actor in the whole world, Mr. Kirk Douglas.
You know, if I had known Michael was going to be so successful, I would have been much nicer to him when he was young. Tell you, be nice to your kids. You never know how they're going to grow up. You know, really, look at me. I'm a failure. I really am. You see, if you don't succeed at what you aim for in life, you fail. And my goal always was to be a star on the Broadway stage. But I never made it. But I was consistent, one flop after another. You know, my last time on a Broadway stage was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That was almost 30 years ago. But I've been back since then every year on the other side of the footlights. And this year has been a wonderful year. It's been a great season. You know, it's been exciting for my wife and me to see all the plays and musicals that are being honored tonight, and especially to see so many of my Hollywood colleagues back on Broadway, because I know the fight. Thank you. Because I know how much they had to fight their agents and producers to get here. I want them to know that I envy them and I salute them. But I am grateful for this brief moment of being back on a Broadway stage. And now I'm going to do my task so well that you'll be forced to invite me back again. The nominees for Best Musical of this season are Crazy for You, Falsetto, Five Guys Named Mo, Jelly's Last Jam. And the winner is Crazy for You.
What an honor for us, for Crazy for You, and this great season to have this kind of an honor is really overwhelming. And this is for all of us, for this unbelievable creative team. Mike Cochran, our director, who really had the conception and pulled this together and formed this collaboration that has brought such joy to all of us, and to Roger and I. And it's really been a joy. It's all come together in a year. And I go every day to get it like a dose, like having an apple a day. It's happiness for me, and this wonderful cast with Jody and Harry and our wonderful crew and our dressers, everything, and the Gershwins. Thank you, Gershwins, here and there. Thank you very much for this wonderful, wonderful show. And Roger. And thank you, Roger.
Thank you for everything. Thanks, Broadway. We love New York. All of us from Texas and Arkansas are thrilled to be here, not as far as from Ireland. We thank you very much. We thank especially George and Ira Gershwin and Ken Ludwig for making this a wonderful play. Thank you.
It's time to say goodnight. We wanted to bring to this theater all the energy and excitement of the actors, playwrights, directors, designers, and producers who are lucky enough to work in the theater. And now it's time to restore this house of life to its original condition. It's the magic of theater. With music, with scenery and lights, and with you, the audience. To all of you watching on television, support your local theater. And when you're in New York, see a Broadway play. Good night.
The nominees have been selected by the Independent Tony Nominating Committee from 34 eligible productions which have opened this year. The secret ballots were then voted on by 651 qualified industry voters, and the results have been tabulated by the accounting firm of Lutz & Carr. Portions of this program have been pre-recorded. The preceding has been a production of the League of American Theaters and Producers and the American Theater Wing, the founder of the Tony Awards. This is Les Marshak speaking.